Before you speak, the universe is already listening. Before you act, the stars have already begun to move. Every thought believed was private. Every secret you buried in the silence. Every choice you thought vanished into time has been written in the invisible tablets of the astral light. And behind that eternal record stand the Lipika, the cosmic scribes of karma. They do not punish, they do not forgive, they record. And from that record, the star constructs your destiny. But beyond even the stars lies a forbidden boundary, the ring of past not. A circle no soul can cross until ignorance is burned away. Today we open the ledger. And the question is not what the universe has written about you. The question is, what will you write next?
Think of the darkest secret you possess, a thought you had in the dead of night, a word spoken in absolute isolation, an action you took when you were completely certain no one was watching. You think it vanished into the past. You think it is gone forever. You are wrong. A shadow never falls upon a wall without leaving a permanent trace. The portraits of your friends, the landscapes you have seen, and the silhouettes of whatever you have done are permanently hidden on the sensitive surface of the universe, waiting to be developed. In our last episode, we exposed the invisible entities feeding on your energy, in what you thought was an empty room. Today, we are going to reveal a truth so profoundly unsettling. It will permanently alter how you think, speak, and act. We are opening the ultimate ledger of the universe. We are going to explore the cosmic recorders of karma, known in the secret doctrine as the Lipika. I am going to show you exactly how every action you have ever taken is permanently engraved in the stars, and how the universe uses this record to systematically build your destiny. But here is the catch. You are about to discover that the punishing God you were taught to fear does not exist. You are punishing yourself, and the stars are merely obeying your commands. To understand how your life is recorded, you must first understand the canvas. We previously discussed the astral light, the invisible, psychic atmosphere of our planet. But it is not just an atmosphere. It is a photographic album of the boundless. It is the legendary book of life, from which the dead are judged according to their works. The esoteric philosophy teaches that the astral light keeps an unmutilated record of all that was, that is, or ever will be. It is upon these indestructible tablets that the impression of every thought we think and every act we perform is permanently stamped. The minutest acts of our lives, and even our most fleeting thoughts, rest photographed on its eternal tablets. If you think this is merely ancient poetry, listen to the confessions of modern science. The pioneers of physics and mathematics, such as Babbage and Jevons, concluded that every thought, by displacing the particles of the brain and setting them in motion, scatters them throughout the universe. They realized that each particle of existing matter must be a register of all that has happened. The ancient doctrine has acquired rights of citizenship in the speculations of the modern scientific world. But if the universe is a massive, eternal hard drive recording your every move, who is reading the data? In the ancient Sanskrit, the word lipi means writing. The Lipika are literally the scribes. These divine beings are the spirits of the universe, directly connected with karma, the law of retribution. They are the direct amanuenses of the eternal ideation, or the divine thought. They project the ideal plan of the universe from the universal mind into objectivity, so the builders can construct the cosmos. Every ancient civilization knew of these terrifyingly precise cosmic accountants. The Egyptians knew them as the 40 assessors who stand in the region of Amenti to accuse the soul before Osiris. The Hindus knew them as Chitragupta, the deity who reads out the account of every soul's life from his massive register. But the Lipika are not deities of death. They are connected with life eternal, and directly with the destiny of every man and the birth of every child. This is where the forbidden mechanics of your reality truly begin. Your life is not a series of random accidents, because your future, like your past, is ever alive in the present. Your life is already traced in the astral light. The Lipika do not operate fatalistically, but on the principle of universal, unchangeable harmony. And they deliver this harmony through a medium that modern society mocks. But ancient kings bowed to the stars. The secret doctrine states unequivocally that the Lipika exercise an influence on the science of horoscopy. But this is not the cheap, generalized astrology you read in a magazine. This is occult physics. We produce causes through our daily thoughts and actions, and these awaken corresponding powers in the sidereal world, the stars and planets. These powers are then magnetically and irresistibly attracted to and react upon those who produced the causes. When a child is born, the chemical influence of the sidereal system is fixed upon the brain of that child. completely virgin of any other impression. This happens in a definite manner, dictated entirely by the presence on the zenith of specific zodiacal constellations and planets. You are not being punished by a jealous god. You are receiving the exact magnetic and chemical download that your past actions demanded. The planetary spirits rule the destinies of men, who are all born under one or other of their constellations. You are the one who writes the code. The Lipika merely ensure that the stars execute the program flawlessly. But the Lipika have a second, even more staggering function in the architecture of the cosmos. They are the guardians of the ultimate boundary. In esoteric cosmogony, the Lipika are said to circumscribe the triangle, the cube, and the pentacle within the mundane egg. They make an impassable barrier between the personal ego and the impersonal self, the parent source of all. They trace a boundary known in the archaic stanzas as the ring pass not. This ring separates the world of pure spirit from the world of matter. It is not a physical locality, nor can it be measured by distance. It exists in the absoluteness of infinity. The chemist tracks matter down to the 0 point and stops short. The astronomer counts billions of miles beyond the nebulae and stops short. But the full initiate knows that the ring pass not is the absolute limit of the manifested universe, and no spirit except the recorders, the Lipika, has ever crossed this forbidden line. You are currently quarantined inside this ring. You, as an incarnating monad, will descend and ascend through countless lifetimes of suffering and learning. You will be dragged back into bodies, back into the illusions of Maya over and over again, because your karma demands it. You cannot simply escape. You cannot bypass the Lipika. There is only one exit. The ancient texts call it the Great Day Be With Us. This is not a day on a calendar. It is a state of absolute transcendent realization. You may only cross the circle of the pass not on the day when you completely free yourself from the trammels of ignorance. You must fully recognize the non-separateness of your personal ego from the universal ego. When you drop the petty, selfish illusions you erroneously regard as your own, you merge into the one essence. You do not just unite with the universal life, you become that very life itself. This is the path of moksha. This is true liberation. Every action you take today is being burned into the astral light. You are standing in the middle of a boundless hall, surrounded by the cosmic scribes. If you continue to act with malice, selfishness, and fear, you are forcing the Lipika to align the stars of your next existence with tragedy and limitation. But if you awaken your atmic will, if you purify your intentions and realize your unity with all that is, you stop being the victim of your karma. You become its master. The ledger is open. The pen is in your hand. What will you write next? If you are ready to stop being a slave to the stars and start taking absolute dominion over your cosmic record, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment declaring your commitment to the Great Day Be With Us. In our next episode, we are going to completely shatter the greatest lie ever told by modern religion. We will decode the true hidden identity of the fallen angels and reveal why the entity you call Satan is actually the very force that gave humanity its divine mind. Turn on your notifications. The veil is lifting. Now take back your power. Until next time, Universal Consciousness signing out.